Welcome to Fit for Life. Today we're going to do strength training. You know, we do it twice a week. If you don't get to see every single show, try to remember twice a week with a day or two in between so the muscle can repair itself. Gee, that feels pretty good. I'm glad I do strength training. You need your weights. You need water, really important. And I just want to I always give you just a little bit of information because I like to let you know why we do what we do. And I always find new facts for you too. So how important is your strength? I think of all the basic fitness components, it might be the most important. What can you do without strength? Especially with your hands and your arms. So yes, strength training is extremely important. It maintains your independence, for one thing. It keeps the muscles from getting weaker and weaker every year, because they do. The muscles get weak. It's called sarcopenia, a wasting of the muscle. And it happens to seniors who don't do any difficult work or don't do strength training. So, we're not doing strength training all day long or cleaning all long. So you want to make sure you do it at least twice a week is good. But just don't forget that day or two in between. All right. We have over 600 muscles. So we have a lot of work to do, don't we? And will we use every single one of them every single time? No. But that's why we want to do both upper and body today. Upper and body exercises, strengthening. Both areas are very, very important. Natural aging, as I said, brings on the wasting of the muscle. And we can reverse that process by doing this. We can also use bands, exercise machines you find in a health club or in a gym. Those are wonderful too. They're a little bit more specific because they're in place and they do the same exact measurements as you go up and down. But these weights are great too. Lifting babies is good too if you have grandchildren. So also a stronger lower body gives you better balance, which is so extremely important to us now, especially as we get older. You don't want to take that first fall, and especially the second if you've taken the first. Another reason to do strength training, it's never too late to start. When I was training for what I do, to be a senior fitness person, I trained in a physical therapy department in Boston, and the first person I saw was a 103-year-old woman who was doing leg extensions. And I said, "You're going to hurt that poor woman. She loves it," they said. She was in a wheelchair for a few years, so she went from a wheelchair to a cane, which is pretty amazing. And we have those little miracles now and then. But always check with your family physician, your primary care physician, your PCP, or a physical therapist. So just keep that in mind. So let's start with our upper body strength, and you know what we're going to do first because we do it first all the time. Elbows right into the body. Bring those weights up fairly fast. Not so fast that you hit yourself, but 4 seconds on the return. So just bring it up and slowly down, 4 seconds. You're going to breathe out. Just breathe out on exertion. So that would be your first movement. And then slowly down. You don't have to breathe up and out as you do in yoga. Breathing out, and you don't have to do it every time you make a movement or a lift. We just don't want you to hold your breath when you're doing that first movement. So up, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll say the next one is 5. Bring it up, and 1. And you feel a tightening in your abdomen. That happens kind of naturally, which is good. Up again. Slowly down. Let's try it again. So at least 8. The range is 8 to 12. Depends on where you are, how much exercise you've been doing with weights. We'll do one more. And you can do 5 seconds if you want. 6 is okay too. Wonderful. So just turn the weights over. Let's rest and relax. Just for a minute, drop that head right down. You've been tightening all those muscles. Bring your head back up. Let's do a little ear drop, side to side. Good. Now normally you would do 2 sets of everything we do. But if you're just starting, and if you're just watching the show and you have more time, you would do 2 sets. Now, when a weight becomes too light, after doing so many repetitions, it means you might need a heavier weight. So that would be a good signal that maybe your weights are not doing for you what they should. So let's keep these elbows in again. Let's do one more slowly, just so you'll know. And then we'll go down slowly too. All right, so we were working on the biceps. Now we're going to work on the triceps. And you know where those are, right? Yes, right here. So let's bring the weights up a little bit, not straight. If you have problems with your blood pressure, you don't want to lift anything above chest level. But if you're okay, your medications are working fine, you're going to lift and you're going to go back pretty fast. Make sure there's no window back there. And slowly back up again. Try it again. And slowly back up. I know you're going to feel this one. And back. And up for 4. Let's do it again. Back. And up again. Good. 5 coming up. And 6. Count those 4 seconds. 7. And we're going to do 8. If you want to do more, go right ahead. And slowly up. Let's rest those weights. I bet that feels good to rest, doesn't it? Why don't you lift one shoulder, then the other. Good. Just get a nice stretch in there. It feels good. You can feel that stretch in your upper back also. Now, push that shoulder forward. Push it forward, rather. Push it forward again. And again. Let's do 8 of those. 5 and 6. Good. And 7 and 8. Now let's go forward, up, back, and down. Let's do a little shoulder roll. Do the best you can on this one. It's a little awkward, especially with the weights in your hands, right? Okay, now we're going to do something for the deltoids. Where are the deltoids? Your shoulders. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to slide those weights closer to the body. Bring the weight up, and then slowly down. So you're going to breathe out as you... and then slowly down. Feel that? Good. Breathing out. 4 seconds down, or 6 or 7, whatever you want to do. Nice and slow. Can you feel that? Up and slowly down. Good. Try it again. And slowly down. We'll do a couple more. Up. Watch your chin. Slowly down. And one more. Up. And slowly down. Great. Let's rest those weights in your lap, or if you have a table, you can put them right here. Let's grab a little water. We do get dry when we're exercising. We also get dry when we sleep, don't we? We get up in the morning and we need that water, some liquid, right away. All right. Let's just clasp the hands together, turn them over, nice and straight with your back, and breathe out as you bring those arms up, very gently push back, just for a little stretch, just throwing in a little stretch here. Good. All right, how does that feel? And now cross, grab those elbows, bring the arms down a little bit, and pull across. Good. Don't turn your body, you're pulling across your body. Get a nice stretch there. Let's do a little turn this time. And then back to the other side. Wonderful. You ready for more? Good. All right, we're going to do something. Well, it's for a lot of the muscles in the upper body. The trapezius is across your upper back. And this is how we do it. We do something called flies. Breathing out. And then bring these weights back together again. Let's try it. and slowly back. I like this one. It feels pretty good. Breathing out and slowly back. This burns calories also. Breathing out makes you stronger. You're able to do more. Breathing out gives you more energy, raises your metabolism so that you're burning calories even at rest because your muscles are stronger and larger. Breathe out again. That's good news. Let's do another one. Out. And we'll bring them back and bring them down. Let's just relax again. Drop that chin. Oh, that feels so good. Let's look up at the ceiling slowly, slowly. Looking straight ahead. You're going to turn your head as far as you can. Just your head, not your body. And then to the other side. Slowly, slowly, and slowly. Good. And then we'll come back slowly. We're going to do something now for the forearm to strengthen your forearm and your hands and your wrist. Let's do the easy one first, okay? Back and forth. Good for the wrists. If you've had fractures there, you probably shouldn't do this. But always check with your doctor. I mean, if you're healed and you've been working with a physical therapist, she knows what she's doing or he knows what he's doing. So this is great to strengthen, as I said, the wrists and the hands. So that's kind of an easy one. All right, now let's rest our arms on the arms of the chair. Don't let the weight fall this way. You want your hand and forearm on the same plane, straight across, right? Now you're not going to lift the arms up, just the hand. A little curl, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Can you do 8? Yes. Good. Rest those hands a little bit. Drop your chin down. Good. It gets really tight when we do strength training. But now we want to do the opposite way. We're going to do a reverse curl. Forearms go down. Now you're looking at the top of your hand. Let's go back. It's a very small, subtle movement. Watch your posture on this also. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7. Good. You're doing great. 8, 9, and we'll do 10 today. You can actually do more, I think, when you're on your own, but we only have half an hour. It's hard to get everything in. So we're going to relax. Shake those hands out. Put your weights down. Shake your hands out. Circle those hands a little bit. And then back the other way. Good. Each finger to the thumb, just to loosen up, because we've been holding on tightly, right? The last upper body strengthener we'll do is the paddle wheel, holding one weight above the other and just doing that. Watch your chin. Good. And we'll say 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll rest for a few seconds. Good. Again, maybe we'll put the other hand on top this time. And let's go backward. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. And 5 and 6 and 7. Oh boy, I can feel that. I'm going to put these down really fast. So let's get rid of these. Now we'll strengthen the lower body a little bit. Grab some water. I'll give you a minute to rest, maybe half a minute, okay? Shaking those hands out. So what is one of the most important exercises to do to strengthen the quadriceps? So you can get in and out of a car, up and down from a chair, into bed, bending over, picking things up. We need strong quadriceps. So let's do the sit, stand. Come forward in your chairs, please. You don't need special equipment for this. Coming forward and forward. The sit, stand, and you're sitting, so we're going to stand without holding on. How did you do on that one? Let's try it again. Now, when you do these on your own, You should try to do 8 to 10 of them. If you're just starting out, maybe 4. Let's try another one. Whoops. Lost my balance there, didn't I? We're going to go back down again. Let's do just one more while we're here. Good. Come back over to the chair. So that will definitely strengthen those quadriceps, give you better balance. Anytime you strengthen the lower body, especially the legs, you're improving your balance. That's why people fall. Their muscles are weak. But let's stretch out just a little bit. Stand at the side of the chair and just swing that leg back and forth, just to wake everything up. Good. 4, and don't kick the chair. 6 and 7. Let's do 10 and 8 and 9 and 10. And let's do the other side. Just a nice swing. It's actually a nice stretch for the hip, isn't it? And 3 and 4. And you can hold on now because we're just trying to improve our strength, which will in turn improve balance, but we don't need that right now, do we? Okay. Now another way to strengthen the quadriceps, which are the largest muscles in the body here, is just, you can hold on also, up. Hold it as long as you can. You can also do this sitting down. What does it take? You can do this while you're watching television, right? So just as long as you can, hold it up, hold it up. Of course, one side will be better than the other. And I know you can feel that in your hip and your lower back, so just pay attention to how you feel. If there's anything that hurts too much, check it out. Always check with your doctor before starting an exercise program. Hold it up, good. Why don't you try, though, holding on with one finger and see if you can balance there. Pretty good? Hold it. Great. Let's put that leg down, the other leg up. Hold it. Just keep it there as high as you can get it. And even if it isn't up high, it's still off the floor. So you're using your quads to keep you up there. Hold on with one finger, if you dare. Good. All right, now you know we do a lot of lunges, don't we? So let's just move those feet apart as much as you can. This is not enough. So if you need to hold on to do it, just get behind the chair. Good. Big wide stance. Wide, wide, wide. Just go back and forth. And you can feel that you're using your quads, right? You're definitely using your quadriceps. So we do lunging in yoga, we do it in dancing, we do it in all kinds. Even ballet, back and forth, good. We'll say 5 and 6. Now if you can do it without holding on, that's good. If not, get behind the chair and hold on and do it, because again, we're just strengthening now. We're not going to be doing balance work. We'll do that in another class. Back, good. Stay here, and then just bring your arms up, palms together. Good. And just make sure your weight is over the front part of your feet so you can lift those heels up. Good. And then we'll bring the arms down. Another important exercise, this may be the most important, is the squat. So why don't we get in front of the chair, just in case, all right? Try to feel the back of the chair with the top of your lower leg, okay? I'm gonna maybe come forward 1 or 2 steps here. You're just gonna bend your knees, but you're gonna reach forward. This part's fairly easy. This has to go back like that. So that's why I said stand near the chair, feel the chair, and if you do lose your balance, you can fall right into the chair just like that. I normally do that standing up, but you really need to practice that unless your knees won't allow it. But just do the best you can. So it's called the squat. I shouldn't have held on there to stand up. Reaching forward, and then as if you're going to sit back, and you can sit back and there'll be something there. So this is really important. So now I'll stand without holding on, right? Good. Okay. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to turn my chair. You can get behind your chair. Just want to make sure you can see what I'm doing here. For the hamstring, we haven't talked much about the hamstring, so let's bring that leg back. You can flex your foot if you want. Rather than point, you can flex it and bounce it. 1, 2, 3. That's easy enough, isn't it? 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We'll put the foot down, relax those legs just a little bit by bending the knees. Good. Now let's do the other side. And you're going to flex the foot a little bit and bounce it. 1, 2, looking straight ahead. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right. Again, we're going to bend the knees to relax. Good. Now if you want to do it and make it a little bit tougher, you're going to point to the back. Again, let's be nice and tall and tap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or 10 or 12, whatever you want to do. Try the other side, pointing, and we're going to tap 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 10 now. 9 and 10. And that's good to strengthen your quads. It's also good for your glutes, honestly. Works great. Let's bend those knees just a little bit. Now, to strengthen the lower leg, it's important, especially, again, for falls prevention. Here's what you're going to do. You're just going to lift those heels. 1 and 2. You can hold on with one hand if you want to practice your balancing a little bit. And 5 and 6. Can you feel that in your calf muscle, your gastrocnemius? Up. And I lost count, but that's okay. We'll do 2 more after this. You can feel those muscles just kind of contracting, can't you? So let's bend the knees just a little bit. That feels good. I can feel a stretch there in the calf and actually in the ankle too. And now you're going to come back up. Now just lift your heels up and stay there for a few seconds. Let go with one hand. And then the other hand. Good. Try it again. Out. And just out to the side. Now let's just shake those legs out a little bit. Shake those legs out a little bit. Most people have a weaker leg. I know I've talked about this before, but it's really important. Try to do another 10 of those heel lifts on the weaker leg. So let's try it. I'm going to stand. It's my left leg. So just lift the other foot up, the leg or the foot that's stronger, and do some lifts with just one leg. 1. I know you can feel that. 2 and 3 and 4. Good. And 5. And hopefully this will help to balance our strength. So we're not lopsided. We're less apt to fall and lose our balance. We want to do all we can, right? And bring that heel up. That's enough of that. I'm going to shake that out a little bit. Shake this out a little bit. All right, now the leg you were just standing on, we want to stretch out a little bit. So you're going to point, ball of the foot comes down, and then your heel. Oh, feel that nice stretch in your calf. Wonderful, wonderful. Holding on. Push yourself up. Good. Nice and tall. Shoulders down. Can you let go with one hand? How about the other? Out. How about both? Even if it's like this. See if you can do it. Bet you can. Oh yeah. Out. So what are we doing? We're strengthening and we're stretching the calf on the other leg. It's an important stretch. The other side, let's do it. Point. Ball of the foot. And then the heel comes down. If you don't feel a stretch, you have to go back. Farther. Yes, you can move the chair a little bit. Of course. Pull that chin right in. Good. See? You're doing it. Try to let go. One hand. 2 hands. Wonderful. Oh, that's great. Let's end our stretch with a nice table back. This is a great stretch. Holding on, and you are going to walk back. Straight arms. Try to flatten that back out as much as you can. You can't see it unless you have a mirror on either side of you, but try to flatten that back out. This is kind of like the child's pose in yoga, standing. Normally you would do this on the floor, but you should be able to feel that stretch back there. Kind of mid-back, a little bit the upper back and the lower also. So let's walk back up. And now we're going to do a little bit of a back bend. Let's bring one arm up, put the opposite foot in front, and reach, and do a little bit. Do as much back bend as you can do, but be careful, you're not used to going back. So we kind of really need more of this. All right, let's put the other foot in back this time. All right. Bring that arm up, and we'll do our little back bend. Good. Great. All right, let's just stretch out a little bit by kicking to the back. It feels good, gets that blood circulating. You can kind of do that anytime. Just make sure you have something to hold on to or not. Maybe you've got good balance. All right, let's sit back down, relax, grab some water. We worked fairly hard today. You did such a great job. Good. So you'll sleep better tonight. Maybe you've lost 1/8 of a pound or something. But you know you've done something good for yourself. Take the time to do it. Your body will love you for it. I did not coin that, by the way. That's not my phrase, but I kind of like it. So I want to thank you for joining us today. We'll have something else next time. Remember, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. So keep moving. Bye for now.